The defense will take the penalty. First down at the 35. Toss to the outside. Breaks free. Has some. Ball is out.
The 49ers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Tosses the football.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
The 49ers take it from the 33. Fights through contact. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
Heading to the fourth quarter, and Phil Simms, these offenses have been held in check so far. Do you expect that to continue?
Oh, absolutely. We've seen so much here so far. In other words, defenses have kind of dominated the play, so there's no reason to think that all of a sudden these offenses are going to turn things around. And, hey, I think whichever defense comes up with the big play is the one that's going to win this game.
The Rams lead right now, but of course a big reason why is that defense has shown up to play.
Jim, to win in the NFL, you have to do all three phases of the game the right way. Offense, special teams, and that defense must show up every single week. Good job so far here today. Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
The 49ers take it from the 28. Makes the reception. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
Needing 5 to move the chains. Manziel lines up in the pistol. The 49ers take it from the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. Mark him down for another reception.
The 49ers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Play number 12 coming up for the offense. Second down and 10. Toss to the outside.
The 49ers, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and he picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
And now here's the toss.
Jim, that's a nice job by the offensive coordinator there, being patient here in the fourth quarter. He's not down that much, so he's sticking with the run game and gets a short run that time.
Short yardage and the quarterback sneak. The long drive continues. Goal line defense on the field. Keeps it. Push. That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
Nice job up front by the offensive line. They get a good push. Easy for the quarterback to run the sneak and get the touchdown score.
And the extra point is good. The Rams back now for the return, going to look to try and get back on top. Scores 17-14. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. They'll mark him at the 22. That return's good for about 18. The 49ers defense got tested on that last drive, but eventually it led to a punt.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the defense. They really did a lot of things correct. They hustled. They played hard. That is the cornerstone of any good defense.
And they're all over him for the sack.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
Loss of 5 on the play. Smith is in the shotgun. Anderson's the receiver on the screen.
Rams just picked up a big first down that time.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Smith's back in shotgun formation. And the reception by Anderson. The 49ers all season long have won the turnover battle, and today it's more of the same.
When you look at turnovers, it really, to me, comes down to one thing. That means you have a lot of speed on the defensive side. You can hit them before they are ready, and that's what they're doing here today.
Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry. Mike Williams has the grab. Williams tackled down at the 43. Jones is the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment. Time is running out here in the fourth, and the defense is trying to preserve this win. The Rams take it from the 43. Anderson's ready to run off the screen. Tackle down right around the 48.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
And Williams can't hold on that time.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. From the gun. Makes the catch. And that picks up 3.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a 49ers team official. The team is officially ruling him out for today's game with an upper body injury. Back to you.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. And we're back now as the defense will try to keep the offense off the board late here in the fourth. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. We're drawing near a close, and the defense is trying to preserve a victory. The Rams have it at the 34. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Rams can tie the game up with a successful field goal right here. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. So the offense does good work to drive down the field, get in position, and kick the field goal now to tie this game in the late stages.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be fun from here on out is which team is willing to take a chance. Will the offense be aggressive? Will the defense take some chances? The one that's aggressive, I think that's the one that's going to win the game.
The 49ers taking the field now, coming off a good drive. Last time they had it, they ran the ball with great effect, and the end result was a touchdown.
I've talked to many defensive players in the NFL over the years, and there's one thing that you can do, if you do against them, it hurts their ego, and that's run the football against them, and that's what we just saw, so this defense has got to step up.
Second down and 2. Outside now on the toss. Picks up about 5. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The 49ers coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the fourth quarter. Robinson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Shakes off the hit. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. That's his first reception today.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
First down and 10. Screen has his target. Gets about 9 on the play.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Manziel's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Robinson's going to secure the football on the toss. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. The 49ers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. Set up now at the 37. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. First and 10. Toss play. Space to work.
Somebody has to play the run game. Everybody can't go chasing the quarterback. That is a big mistake by the defense.
First down at the 27. Robinson's going to receive the toss. Breaks out of the tackle.
I got to give this running back a lot of credit. How about that? He fumbled earlier in the game, but now he is running free, just all out and getting those extra yards after the hit.
As they get set, it's just about winding the clock down right now. Touchdown! Touchdown! What a huge play! This has been a game with so many different twists and turns, and now the touchdown pass and the late going gives them the late lead.
I'm going to say this about the quarterback. Here we go. Count them, Jim, all the cliches. He came through in the clutch. He made it when it counted. He stepped up to the next level. All I know is that was one good pass.
Nobody knows a good cliche better than you.
I'm a cliche. Because, you know, I write these things down. Look, I got so many of them.
That return's good for about 31. And Luke Kuechly gearing up for this next drive. And it looks like this defense could more or less wrap up the game if they can get another big stop right here, partner.
Jim, they can't. There's no doubt about it. Now, do you have the wherewithal? In other words, you can't worry about, oh, if we do something wrong, we're going to lose. No, don't think that way. Be positive and make that play.
And he knocks the ball out of his hands. So they take a shot down the field that time, and you've got to think they're going to go right back to that same play.
Yeah, they can go back to that play, but also, Jim, remember in the NFL, everybody has these end-of-the-game plays. You can throw it short. You have some laterals, blocking down the field. There's a couple ways to get that last play in the end zone.
Flag is out.
Pass interference. Defense.
It's first down as they head to the line. And he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. No stopping this team. They mount another victory here today to keep the streak going.
I think you said it right. There's no stopping him. It's going to be hard to stop him. I don't know how you're going to do it. Everything is going well. Good decisions by the coach, the quarterback, the defense. Everybody's playing well. Look out.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
Make the place go down. Don't worry about it. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Make the place go down. Don't worry about nothing. Make the place go.
Lions, Texans on EA Sports. Houston, Texas, the site for today's game.
AFC versus NFC as kickoff fast approaches, Phil. Well, we have two teams that don't know each other very well. And when you don't know each other very well, you play cautious. And when you play cautious, you don't play as well as you should. So it should be a high-scoring game.
This game is underway. Jones is going to test the coverage this time. That return's good for about 23. The Texans lined up in the nickel. First down at the 18. Theo with it makes the catch. McKinney's in on the tackle.
Things haven't changed from when I played till now. With its zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
Halfback sent in motion. Stafford's going to take it from the gun. The Lions now move the chains. The Lions from the 32.
It's Riddick with the catch out of the backfield.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
Dents on the return. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Complete to Hopkins.
Receivers in the NFL now, they can get down the field and just give them a chance. That's what the quarterback did. Nice catch by the receiver.
Playing press coverage to the outside. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. He's got the catch. Quinn's there to take him down. So they complete one, and still it's second down.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. The Lions come out in a dime package. Third and 2. Handoff made. Foster tackled down.
Foster able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower. Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Hoyer's gonna scramble. Gets rid of it. Stephen Tulloch is one of the leaders of this defensive unit.
Yeah, he absolutely is one of the leaders. Tells everybody what to do, and he is one tough guy inside, and you can never get enough toughness when you talk about defense in the NFL.
Press coverage all the way. Screen pass to Hopkins. Tackles made.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Not able to get away from Tulloch that time. Chip shot here.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Phil, they get a field goal here about midway through the first quarter to at least put up some production.
Yeah, Jim, that's what you need. Every drive is not always going to end in a touchdown, and sometimes you overcome adversity. They did that drive, and they still got 3 points.
First down at the 20. Looking long. What a catch. Takes tackle down at the 36. That's his first reception today. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Stafford's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. A foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
The Texans setting up here for the kickoff. No return here. This will be coming out to the 20. The Lions are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Stafford will be under center. Second and long to Ebron. That's a gain of 8. That's his first reception today.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
He's drilled as he throws. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Lions turn the ball over on downs. The Texans put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
Still on his feet. Quinn's the one who brings him to the ground.
Good job by the safety, diagnosing the run, getting up. Outside, he stops it for no gain.
Arian Foster lined up in the backfield. Second and 10. Has the reception all alone. It's often the difference maker in any game, and that is how you perform inside the red zone, and we're getting an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Tackle made by Levy that time.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is.
He dives in for the score. Touchdown.
It's just great to see a running back dive over the pile and get a touchdown like that near the goal line. We used to see it a lot 10 years ago. Now you can't even get the space where you can jump up over defenders. Awesome job. Nice touchdown.
And he'll start his return. The Lions really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, Merciless brings the quarterback down.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Ebron can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Well, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards. Takes the hit and throws. On the offensive side with his third long, all you want to prevent is the turnover. You did that, so it's a victory for the offense.
He's got a chance for a return. Gains 17.
The Texans know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
Foster takes his spot in the backfield. And it's Nata with a big push up front to make the play.
The Texans running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Fedorowicz is a great slant route runner. He knows how to stick his outside foot in the ground and go right across the middle of the field. The quarterback puts it right on target, and he picks up good yards. It doesn't quite get a first down, though.
The Texans call on their punter. And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The Lions offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Second down and 10. It's caught by Fuller. Fuller's tackled down after a gain of 7. The Lions are down right now, partner, but they have been able to move the football. Stafford's had some success, and that needs to continue.
Jim, you're right. They're down, but it's not the fault of the quarterback. He is on rhythm. He is hot, and he's putting the football right on the money.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 6 for the first. The Lions turn the ball over on downs.
The Texans get a big break here. The offense is backed up inside its own territory. They decide to go for it on 4th down. The defense comes through. Now, can the offense go out there and make them pay?
They come to the line of scrimmage in an excellent starting point.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Makes the touchdown, Houston. They continue to add to their lead, Phil, late in the second quarter. And so far, there's been no looking back.
Yeah, it's all working on the offensive side. And listen, don't take this for granted. Stay aggressive. Keep throwing that gas on the fire. Pedal to the metal. Whatever cliche you want to use it and keep the pressure on.
Takes off from the 5. The Lions offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Lions take it from the 28. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time.
Joint Bell has the reception. Bell is tackled down. He ends up picking up 3.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. And now they'll try over again on second down. Stafford's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
The Lions need to get to the 50 for a first down. And Tate has the reception.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
The Lions come out in a jumbo set. The Lions know that a fourth down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
First down at the 48. Bell with the grab. Bell is tackled down.
If they're going to take away all the receivers down the field, throw it short to your running back, and look what they can do in the open field. Nice run by the running back.
Stafford's now completed 4 in a row. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. First down following the long play. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. That's second down coming up. The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. He'll take the snap from the gun. Corey, and that'll close the gap.
Now we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
Extra point is good. The Texans ready to receive the kick. And this is Timms running it out.
Well, a lot of good things happen on both sides of football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
The Texans will approach this play from out of the pistol.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
It's out of bounds, incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Hoyer's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
Green 90. Green 90.
Pass is intercepted.
Cullen's able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Lions offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent. When you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
The Lions signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
The Lions elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. Second and short following the run. They bring in the extra tight end. Got hit on release. Third down. Matthew Stafford backed off the line. Shotgun formation. Over to Ebron. That's a gain of 6. The Lions call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining.
This will be a 38-yard field goal attempt.
Drives it through for the field goal. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With this kick, the second half is underway.
He'll have a chance to take off. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Texans just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Charging ahead, brought down at the 38. No need to huddle. Hurry up offense. The Texans take it from the 38. Gets it out for the completion. And that's a gain of 10.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Double tight end formation. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab.
The Texans offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
Hoyer's completion percentage 70% on the day. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Lions will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
Clowney's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Lions offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Second and 12. Looking across the middle. Intercepted!
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker picking off the pass. What a pair of hands also.
What a nice spot to begin this drive. Hoyer's lining up in the pistol.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
The Texans will take the snap from the 35. It's caught by Washington. That's another reception. Give him 2.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Foster in the backfield, single back set. Foster's got it on the handoff.
The Texans, they run the football on second down because they want to get third and manageable. If you do that, there's many plays to choose from on the offensive side. But now you got third and long, and that list
Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line. Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Matthew Stafford from the shotgun. Airing it out. And they can't connect. Just when you thought the receiver might run under that pass, the pass, in fact, is thrown too far. Incomplete.
It was overthrown a little bit, no doubt about it, and I have no problem with that. I just thought it was the wrong time to call a deep throw down the field. I was expecting a run or a short throw. No. We get the deep throw, and what do we get? An incompletion.
A long field ahead of them at the 10. Third and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The Lions will go for it here on fourth down and a short yardage situation. Takes it from the strong eye.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. Fourth and short. He just figures his offense, we can get this. Well, he was wrong. Now you hope the defense can come out there and stop it.
The Texans have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down. Don't get conservative. Keep it going. Try to score points and just dominate the other team.
Hoyer's going to be in the pistol here. The Texans have it at the 24. Texans in for the score. And a second touchdown on the game.
What we've seen here today so far, if the receiver gets open, this big quarterback, he is going to throw it in there right on target. Another touchdown throw. What a day.
The point after is good. Nick Novak ready for the kickoff. Moore's going to run this one out. Tackles made. The Lions ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on fourth down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
First down on the way.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing a blitz.
They're going to get him here for a sack. Second down coming up. The Lions are going with a new quarterback after an injury to the starter.
I think sometimes this can help a football team because every
man intercepted. They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and Man, this has been a bad day, and like you said, Jim, it just continues.
Ryan Griffin has the reception. Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Lions official. Matthew Stafford's injury is not going to stop him from getting back on the field. He'll take a little more time to recuperate, but guys, he will be returning to this game. Back to you.
2nd and 3. Screen pass to Hopkins. Quinn's able to read that play and make the hit. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. The Texans get a first down.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
And he hauls it in.
Boyer's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get to completion.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Now 1st and 10. And the quarterback gives it to Arian Foster. We're back here in this lopsided game. The line of scrimmage is the 17. It's a 2 tight end formation. He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. Hopkins can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Boyer's on the move. Makes the catch in open space.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and you know, when you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And that just adds to what was already going to be a lopsided victory.
Well, you and I have done a few lopsided wins, but this one will be right at the top of the list and right from the very start. You know, we heard it from the coaches. They had a lot of confidence in their team today, and boy, their team came out. They were sharp, and they got it done.
Makes the catch at the 7. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Lions offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Tackle down right around the 47.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And they deck the quarterback.
Outside linebackers, if you get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker. And we saw it that time on display.
The Lions from the 37. Incomplete as he was looking short. 3rd down now. The Lions need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. That's dropped by Tate, who couldn't bring it in. Well, Phil, as you like to say, lesser announcing teams might point to that old cliche, winning all 3 phases of the football game, blah, blah, blah. Thankfully, we're above that. But I think you'd have to say it applies to the proceedings here so far.
Well, we think we're above a lot of things, no question, Jim. But you're right. The defense has been great, and it's no cliche.
And
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Texans ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field over the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Will go no huddle. First down at the 34. Ball's loose. They recover their own fumble.
Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
The Texans have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Hoyer's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? And when your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
Levy gets to the quarterback.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
And a gain of 4.
The Lions heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Matthew Stafford will be under center. Back to the air here on 1st down. Riddick makes the reception. That's a gain of 6. The Lions still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Stafford's led his team on the field today and has posted some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, the offense has been sharp, and I'll say this, in the NFL, if you're trying to make a comeback, the easiest way to do it is to do it with a hot quarterback and the offense.
Touchdown, Lions.
Now, that was a terrific job getting that touchdown there, and what you've done, you've closed the gap. Keep chipping away at that lead. Make the opponent keep playing. See if he gets tight. If he gets tight, you got a better chance.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
And the fair catch is made.
The Texans bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
And the catch is made by Griffin. Second down, even after the completion.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them all shifting to the right.
Has his man.
Hoyer is able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Hoyer's completed his last 6 passes. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Second down and 12. He's wide open for the grab. With these type of numbers today, this wideout has shown he has the capability to get open.
I think it's an understatement saying he's getting open. Listen, he is a really good player, and what do you do on the offensive side? You just keep throwing the football his way until the defense stops him.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Set up screen.
3rd long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
The Texans are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Keeps it here. Hauled in by Alfred Blue. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
He's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Lions head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation.
They'll run it off the toss. Jackson's all over the ball carrier.
That's not a good job by the running back. Play the situation. It's 2nd and short. Get the 1st down. He makes a bad decision, gets tackled short, and now we got a tough 3rd down coming up.
Running room, and now Stafford will give himself up.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time. Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
1st and 10. Heaving it down the field. No one's going to get him now. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
What a long arching throw by the quarterback. So beautiful. See it spiraling in the air and right on the target for the touchdown.
Matt Prater is ready to run up and kick this football. And a touchback. The Texans offense is on the field for a victory bout. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback. Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
The Texans take it from the 23. Hoyer's on the move. The ball is fumbled.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
What a shootout it was, and what a great way to finish off the game with a victory like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to figure out if it's a shootout or just a lot of really awful defense. But a lot of scoring, pretty exciting, and a good victory for the team.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.
Lions, Seahawks, coming up here on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
That return's good for about 35. The Lions will line up in a full house set. To Ebron. Ebron's met at the 16.
What you saw there was a good job by the receiver. Run that curl route and then see the quarterback, watch the ball, then attack it. Good job of getting your hands on there and making the catch.
First down at the 16. Bell's going to take it on the counter.
As I look at this Lions offense, Calvin Johnson can't help but stand out.
There are not enough nicknames for Calvin Johnson. When you look down the field, you can pick him out right away. You cannot believe somebody this big and this fast can
Wagner with the sack. The Seahawks defense making a statement early with a sack.
Yeah, you always want to hit the quarterback early, get some self-doubt into the quarterback, but also give the offensive lineman some self-doubt going like, man, this might be a long day, and I think it will be.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Third down and 10.
Makes the grab. Touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead in a football game. It just takes pressure off of you, and what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Baldwin's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 25. Charging ahead. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Wilson's going to take off with it. The defense gets a sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Second down. Is taken down.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Third down on the way. The Lions will come out in the dime.
The D-line now shifted into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback.
Connects with Graham.
He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Midway through the first, and with that stop, this offense will be in excellent position to extend the lead.
Yeah, it's going their way right now. It is, Jim, and so you got to take advantage of it. The game always has ebbs and flows, and right now, momentum is on your side. Go out there and make a play.
2 hands on the football and has the catch. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
The Seahawks really have great faith in their offense. They go for it on fourth down, and that faith paid off, and they picked it up.
Marshawn Lynch is in the backfield. Wilson with the give. And that gains a few. Coming up, second down. changed. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Wilson comes out in the pistol. 1st down and 10. On the money.
Russell Wilson is an excellent play-action pass thrower for a couple of reasons. One, he can throw the football well, but two, they can run the football so well. When he play-action fakes, the defense has to honor that.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The Seahawks, Seattle, is in for the score. Touchdown. They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down at the 19. Ebron can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop. He is a defensive lineman who can dominate a game. Michael Bennett.
It is all out every single play in the Super Bowl in the 2014 season. He was absolutely magnificent. He almost won the game by himself.
On his way. The 20, the 10, touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get into the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. Baldwin's going to test the coverage here. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field on offense, coming off a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
And it's caught by Pierce. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. First and 10. Lynch taken down at the 39. He's one of the leaders of this defense, DeAndre Levy.
Well, if you close your eyes and you're watching this defense and you hear somebody makes a tackle, it's probably going to be Levy because he is everywhere. Man, he is sudden as a linebacker, and he makes a lot of tremendous plays.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. The Lions sat at the line. Dime package. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Lynch is tackled down at the 39.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
The Seahawks have it at the 39. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, you're down. It's in the first half. You got 4th and long near midfield. This is a no-brainer. I think the coach, don't even think about it. Send that punting team in there, punt the football, and play field position.
All set to punt here. And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Lions lineup, been a tight first half. The score's 14-7. Stafford's unable to find his target that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Over to Ebron. Ebron's met after a gain of 8. The Lions are up right now, Phil, and that's at least partly due to the play of their quarterback. Stafford's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
Bell's handing the football. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Bell's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
1st down at the 31. He reaches up and grabs it. 3rd catch today so far.
Stafford selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Almost intercepted.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Stafford unable to connect that time.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's 3rd long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
It's 3rd down coming up. The Lions in the full house. Set now at the line. Got drilled as he throws it.
The Lions really don't have much of a chance picking up this 1st down. It's 3rd long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. 1st down now in a dangerous spot here. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Gains 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Wilson finds Lynch. On the way, 3rd down. Wilson's taking off. Ball is out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
Got to give the offense credit here. At least they were alert after the fumble, looking for the ball, pouncing on it, and recovered it inside their own 20.
John Ryan will be called on to send this one down the field. Set up, return. Here he goes. Lane's in on the tackle.
Well, that time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
Corners are backing off here.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Stafford going to take off with it. Has the catch. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. From the red zone. Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. Wagner's the one who made the big stop.
The defense was expecting run. They were up there. They were aggressive, crowd the line of scrimmage, and you just played right into their hands, and they got the tackle for the loss. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Stafford in shotgun formation. Stafford's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Bell is tackled down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The ball is just 3 yards out of the end zone.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
First and goal from the 3. The defense gets the sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second and goal from the 6. Nothing up the middle here. Wagner on the stop.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
The Seahawks with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Third and goal from the 8. And it's complete to Golden Tate. Should be an easy one here.
Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
The kick is through for 3. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing, because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
Baldwin's going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Seahawks offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard. So you
intercept it. He's got a little bit of daylight here, and he's brought to the ground. We've reached the intermission, and soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Baldwin's going to run this one out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Seahawks offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off bounds, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
They're setting up screen. A tackle behind the line.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Quickly to the line. First and 10. Wilson's running away from the pressure. He's into the open. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Second down, 3 to go. Here's Baldwin. Keeps his legs moving.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
The Seahawks have it at the 39. And that's Stephen Tulloch who brings him down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 1. Ricardo Lockett with the catch. Touchdown, and this game is tight. And they've taken a chunk out of the lead with that touchdown midway through the third quarter and suddenly right back in it.
Yeah, they needed that touchdown. There's no question about it. Now the defensive coaches, you need to go out there and give your players something new. Try to catch the offense off guard so you can take the lead in this football game.
Made right around the 26-yard line. The Lions come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
To the outside, Bell for a gain of about 5. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Bell's tackled down after a gain of 10.
That's a nice play at that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That is a great feeling.
Stafford's now completed 4 in a row. First down and 10. Scans the field. Pass is intercepted. Earl Thomas is a difference maker in that Seattle secondary.
Earl Thomas is the difference maker to me on the Seattle defense. If there's a mess up front, he has the speed, the power to clean it up. And how about the speed that he showed that time getting that interception?
Loss of a couple that time. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up 2nd. They're going to the hurry. Got a flag. Knocked down as he fires it. Players from both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. 2nd down here. Playing press coverage to the outside. Lynch has got it on the toss. He is brought down at the 49-yard line.
The Seahawks look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Going for the home run. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Late in the third quarter and now taking the lead with that touchdown. And how big was that, Phil?
It was big. What a drive. What a good job by the offense. Terrific play calling and what execution by the players on the offensive side.
Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Lions are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 10. To Ebron. Sherman's in on the tackle. The Lions still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Stafford's tried to keep his team in it any way he can.
Well, a couple things, Jim. You can't blame the quarterback because they're trailing. He has been outstanding here today. The offensive line, the play calling, all good. The Lions did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Stafford from the gun. Bobby Wagner gives to the quarterback.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing.
Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. This is 3rd down. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by the defense. Staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle. And now we have 4th down coming up.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. Matthew Stafford will be under center. The Lions will take the snap from the 35. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The Lions, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
And here we have 2nd down. Just the second, but then it came out on contact.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Just 25 yards to pay dirt. The Lions are at the line of scrimmage with their backfield loaded up. Bennett in on the quarterback and takes him down.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB. This guy's a threat anytime you cross midfield. Really, he can kick it from 60 yards. Great leg strength. What a weapon to have on your side.
Baldwin's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Lynch is in the backfield. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
The Seahawks offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
He'll throw it over the middle. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. The Seahawks are in front thanks to their quarterback. Wilson's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
Hurry up, 2-minute offense.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
2nd and 11. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it. Now looking at 3rd down. Well, as the clock is winding down, the offense would like to just run it out. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down. The Seahawks step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package.
I guess this offense just has so much belief in what they're doing, even though I think they're doing the wrong thing in the hurry-up offense with a small lead late in the second half. They're going down the field trying to score more points. The Seahawks have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, it picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
The Lions defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Graham's got it on a pass that has some heat. Quinn's there that time for the tackle.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. They go screen with Lynch. Touchdown in the late stages.
Another touchdown throw by the quarterback. Terrific day, showing just great versatility in all the throws that he's made, and he is going to be happy when this game's over because he has thrown the football awesome.
Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense comes out here, Phil, desperately looking to put a drive together that can give them a chance here late to win this game.
Always the tough thing to do in a situation like this for the offense is don't try to make the big play. Let it happen. Take a short gain if that's what the defense is giving you.
Intercepted! Stafford has got to be hanging his head after that series. Here he was attempting the last gasp heroics, trying to take him down to win the game. Instead, he throws the interception.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you cannot be afraid to fail. And that's how he acted on the field that time. He was aggressive in his decisions. He was trying to win the game, and it just didn't work out.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. That touchdown might just wrap it up.
Yeah, it sure will, Jim. It's been an exciting game all day, and to score late in the game like this, to put it away, it's time to celebrate a little on the sideline.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Lions just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
2nd down after the incompletion.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
It's caught by Fuller. Fuller's taken down at the 40. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Over to Ebron. Going to take it the distance. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
It was a short route by the receiver. He catches it and goes all the way down the field and scores a touchdown. And the quarterback looks at the coach and goes, hey, it was a heck of a throw.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Seahawks offense is on the field, and they are sitting pretty with the lead late in this game, Phil.
I like the way they are sitting in this game. You said it, Jim, and I'll tell you what, all the pressure goes to the defense. Can the defense find a way to get them off the field 3 downs and out and make them punt?
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack. The Lions will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. Lynch lined up as the single back. Graham's going to pull in the bullet pass. Quinn's going to make the tackle. The Lions stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. This play set up by the long gainer. Lynch is taking it on the screen. Walker's there to make the stop.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Wilson's completion percentage, 90% on the day. Wilson's setting up now in the pistol. Great grab there, snags it with one hand. The Seahawks call for a timeout. They want to talk it over on what should be coming up, the final play of the game. Let's see how they back up the big play here. And it's caught by Curse. Steps out of bounds.
We've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you, having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's the Texans going up against the Browns. So let's go now to Houston, Texas, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
And Nick Novak is set now to get this game underway. This game has officially begun. Gilbert's got it. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. He is one of the most traveled quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, Josh McCown.
Yeah, he never really gets the credit he deserves. I know he's moved around to many teams, but he's got good size. He's a terrific all-around athlete, and he's an accurate thrower with the football. That's why he has a chance to get it done one more time with a different team, this time the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns will take the snap from the 30. Running room, and now he'll slide.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
One player to watch today out of the backfield is Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah, he's an explosive running back. There's no doubt about that. Boy, he can block also. And when he gets the football in his hands, he's looking for contact.
Benjamin's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
McCown's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Quarters formation here for the defense. Scanning the field. And
was the first overall selection in the 2014 NFL Draft out of South Carolina, Jadeveon Clowney.
I think Clowney deserved to be the first pick of the draft in 2014. I think if he stays healthy, he is just an unbelievable, outstanding football player. Look out for him.
The Browns now move the chains.
That's what...
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st and 10.
Hawkins with the catch.
McCown's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
Now 1st and 10. They'll go ground. And that gains 1.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Breaking huddle at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll go shotgun here.
This will go incomplete. He was trying to find Hartline.
It'll be 3rd down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Johnson's out there to receive the screen pass. Jackson, that time, in on that tackle.
Jim, the defense gives up the 1st down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold it.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And he's taken down.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick, and that's a big sack down near the goal line.
2nd and 12. Stands in the pocket.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Empty backfield look for McCown here. 3rd and 12. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Big decision for the coach this time, Jim. You fail on 3rd and goal. What do? Do you go for it? I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
And he converts here on the field goal try. Nearing the end of the 1st quarter, and the 3 points on the board puts them ahead.
Got to feel good about that drive. That was nice. Of course, it didn't lead to a touchdown, but it was good enough to get you 3 points.
Dents on the return. At quarterback, he came into the league undrafted out of Michigan State. He's Brian Hoyer. First down at the 27. Shorts can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop. Let's set the lineups now for the offense. DeAndre Hopkins, a former first-round pick out of Clemson.
He was a steal, Jim, with the 27th pick of the draft. Very productive last year. Tough, good blocker in the run game, and he can make those contested catches.
And Hayden's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, every coordinator in the NFL has a box over there somewhere in that play sheet for 3rd and long. When he wants to try to pick the play up for the 1st down with a throw down the field, it can be seams, double moves, but they have 4 or 5 of those types of plays. to pick up third and long situations.
Late in the first, and that's a big stop on third down to bring up a punt. And now they'll look to extend the lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense, but I'll say this for the offense. You got to show more imagination if you want to have success, especially on third downs.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. Three-step drop. The catch by Hopkins.
Nice job by the receiver. Runs the curl route that time. Curl, it is exactly what it says. Go down the field, make a little curl motion. Quarterback throws it in there.
That's a timeout by the defense. Great starting position here for the offense. First down at the 29. And now here's the handoff. Run it right. He's taken down at the 23.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. The first quarter comes to a close, and we're seeing a low-scoring defensive battle. We'll be back after this. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Brings it in along the sideline. Gains 11.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Looking to go up top again on first down. Gary Barnidge holds it in. That picks up 7. That's his first reception today.
Browns had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. Runs it across for the touchdown. Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight, because it's pretty evident the team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
Inside of the uprights. The Texans ready to receive the kick. Demps on the return. So that's a 2-point safety for the defense. Gilbert's got a chance this time. And that's Dent in on the stop. That return's good for about 15. And Jonathan Joseph heading back onto the field. He has to be pretty discouraged with the way this game has played out in the early stages, Bill.
Yeah, I think he should be. Listen, what you do as a defensive leader, you got to go out there and rally the troops. And what am I?
Ball is out. The defense has the football. And he'll officially touch the player, the down player right there.
That's an easy correction to make when you fumble the football like that. You got to learn to put two hands on it when there are a lot of defenders around you.
The Texans will see if they can put that safety behind them now, Phil, as they're back on the field with their offense. I'm wondering if they're going to be a little gun-shy after that last possession.
Jim, I think it's hard to overcome it. I do, because when you get physically run over and give up a safety, well, what do you think when you come out on the field? We can't let that happen again, so that makes you tight. And we all know tight athletes don't play the best.
Looking to go deep, and Joe Hayden has the interception.
Phil, this defense has come up with the interception, and now the offense would like to do its part here before the half.
Absolutely. The offense take advantage of this situation. But let's talk about the defense. My gosh, they got some good players, and that was an awesome interception they just made.
Looking to go down the field here.
There's a flag right there.
Pass interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
McCown will be taking the snap out of the pistol. The Browns from the 32 to the ground. He's tackled right at the 24.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Browns have it at the 24. Surveys. Has it. Touchdown. We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
The Texans are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 19-0. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Browns defense, Phil, has been truly dominant here today.
Sometimes when you see a game like this, you go, oh, it might be boring. But this defense has been so dominating and so active in what they're trying to do. It's been fun to watch. Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Second down and 10. And it's complete to Cecil Shorts the third.
Another name for the fly route, the go route, it's a streak. And that means they want you to be a blue streak, run as fast as you can, get by that defense, and make a big play.
And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
Second and 10. Williams nearly comes away with the interception. The line of scrimmage, the 48. The Texans get set at the line, needing to get to the 38 for a first. Going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Browns have been a completely different team offensively here in the second quarter. they've started to open up a nice lead.
Yeah, I got to give the coaches a lot of credit, Jim. They changed their strategy on the offensive side. They gave the players a better chance, and the players have taken advantage of those situations.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 20. It's the old counter play. Not able to get away from J.J. Watt.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. From the shotgun. There's a flag out.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. After that penalty, it sets up second down and 18. Here's the handoff. He's got a wide open alley. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Well, when it's third and long, I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
Third down now. The Browns get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Breaks out of that one. Johnson's tackled down at the 36. The Browns are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. They've got a first down with just a minute remaining before halftime.
Get ready. 38.
First down at the 36. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline. That's going to be a timeout charged to the offense. The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. First down following the long play.
Let's go. Red 38.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Incomplete. He was wide open, Phil. What in the world happened that time with the quarterback's throw?
Well, it was a beautiful play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Caught the defense by surprise, and I don't know what happened, Jim. Maybe he threw it so perfectly that it carried about 3 or 4 more yards than he expected, but you must hit open receivers like that.
Second down and 10. Benjamin's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. That's 5 receptions on the day.
Well, you saw why defensive backs can't sleep the night before the game when they play against this quarterback. Beautiful long throw down the field for the big completion.
And a flag comes out.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. Football sits at the 2.
Get ready. 188.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. And it's pushing with the big push up front to make the play. This will be second down.
Let's go. 188.
McKinney's there to take him down. And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back to Space City, Houston, Texas, for the start of the second half after the break. The second half of this lopsided affair is underway. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Browns have played some amazing opportunistic defense so far in this game. They've been physically dominant, looking virtually impenetrable, and still pitching a shutout.
You said it. They have been awesome on the defensive side, dominating physically, just doing everything they want and hustling to the football. When you do all these things, that's why you've given up no points.
Ready. 39.
Second and 10. Catch made. That's a gain of 7. Mark him down for another reception.
The Texans do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. Third and short.
Warriors completion percentage, 40% on the day.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Launches it down the field, but is incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second down and 10. Shorts can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
The Texans from the 32. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
The Texans don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The Texans from the 32. Looking long. It's struck. He's in the clear. Tackle made by Hayden.
I can't give all the credit to the offense here. They go for it on fourth down here in the second half. Even though they're losing, the defense should have known that that play was coming, and they should have stopped it.
Had it, but dropped it.
Well, he dropped the football, and there's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
Second and 10. Incomplete. Hayden on the coverage.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Browns with a nickel look here on defense. Third and 10. The story of this game. Third down failures today.
Defense did a good job that time. It's third and long. They know the offense wants to throw it down the field. They cover all the deep receivers and nowhere to go with the football except short. Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate they do get the field goal try, and they make it.
Gilbert's going to test the coverage here. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Watching the ball fly deep down the field has been something we've grown accustomed to seeing today, Phil, and it's led to a bunch of big plays and touchdowns.
It's so exciting to see the football thrown deep down the field and a guy catches it and runs for a touchdown. It's like going to a baseball game and seeing a home run. You're watching something special, and Jim, we have seen that here in this game today.
The Browns will take the snap from the 25. And it's pushing with the big push up front to make the play.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Just a quick drop back. Breaks free, has some space to work with. Third down on the way.
Get ready. Break 38. Break 38.
Handoff made. This offense can't be stopped on third down no matter the distance.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
First down at the 41. Got a big lane. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 44.
brought down by Brian Cushing.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job.
Get ready. Red 38.
The Browns from the 37. Great pass. Great catch. Great control.
McCown selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
First down here after the completion. Handoff. Not able to get away from J.J. Watt. The Browns offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The final quarter begins with this snap. Clowney's able to read that play and make the hit.
Texans defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
3rd and 7. Johnson's got it on the delayed handoff.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and goal from the 7. Again, the lean on him. Moore's there to make the tackle.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second and goal from the 5. Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
A little jumpy there by that defensive front.
Encroachment defense. Still 3rd down.
This has been a long drive so far. 3rd and goal at the 3. So they failed to convert on 3rd down, but that's been one of the lone failures on 3rd today.
And as far as the football team up, the defense, 3rd and short, they stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
Going to stop the game here with a timeout. Should be what we call a gimme. And the kick is good for 3. An insurance field goal for them. Probably not enough time left to surrender this lead. They're gaining control of this one down to the finish.
Sometimes in this game, when you get a lead, it's not about trying to pour it on. It's about being smart. All that matters is winning. Find a way to get this game over with while you're still on top.
The Texans back onto the field now to get another drive started. They came away with a field goal in their last possession, Phil, but had to be a letdown because they were really moving the football.
Oh, I think you're right. They had to be let down. You execute so many good plays going down the field, and you just need that one to get you in the end zone. They did not do that. So, Jim, I think you're right. I think they were a little down about that field goal.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. Going deep. And Joe Hayden has the interception.
Midway through the 4th, and the mood on that